Hi writers, it's Mrs. Everly. Today we're going to be having some fun and we're going to be really talking about how we can add drama to our characters and to our writing. Okay, when we talk about drama, that's when you think about the actions, what's being said, what's being done, what you're hearing. So again, bringing that story to life and asking yourself, what did you exactly say? What did you exactly do? So those are really things that you guys want to try doing and you guys want to include in your stories. But you need to remember something. You are the main character. So you need to ask yourself, what did you say? What did you do? Again, it's about you and something that happened to you. So you're a big part of this. You're the main character. No one else is telling this story. It's you. So again, you want to include those details of what you said and what you did because that's going to make the story that much better, and it's going to help, and ultimately it's going to help your reader understand and envision what happened and why you chose that memory, why it's memorable to you. So one of the things that I wanted to do is I wanted to share an example. And again, you guys, part of drafting is also getting rid of things, adding things. It's that revising piece. So one of the things that I added to my story in my first draft is I said sorry to Mrs. Buskey. Okay. Yes, I did say sorry to Mrs. Buskey, but is that exactly what happened? Is that exactly what I said? Was that the only thing I said? What did I do? Well, guess what? That's not enough information. That doesn't tell my reader that I said other things, that I was thinking things. It doesn't include those details. So again, I want to make sure that I include as many details as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross that out. That's not enough information. That doesn't help my reader envision anything going on. They're going to be like, of course, you got yelled at, your first reactions, you're going to say sorry. But that's not what happened. Yes, I said sorry, but there was things that happened before that, things that happened while I said sorry, and then there was things that happened afterwards. And I want to make sure I include those details. Okay? So instead of just saying, I said sorry to Mrs. Buskey, I crossed that out. And I want to ask myself, what did I actually say? What did I do? So I'm going to say, in a quivering voice, I said, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Buskey. It was the only thing that could come out of my mouth. I was shaking. I said, we will be quiet for the rest of the year. And again, you guys, by me saying, yes, I'm sorry, there's a big difference because if I was quivering and I was shaking, you guys, that's showing you actions, that I was scared, that I was like terrified of Mrs. Buskey, that I was like, what did I do? I'm so sorry. You know, because I don't like to be yelled at. So that's showing my reaction. It's showing you how I felt. So it's showing my reaction. It's showing my feelings. But ultimately, it's also telling you what I said. Okay? So by just taking that one part and making those changes, I'm now including drama into my character, which is me. And I'm also including drama by action into my story. So what you're going to do today is as you continue to draft, I want you guys to go back to your story and I want you guys to reread it. And again, you guys, you're like, I already did this. No, because part of writing is that we constantly need to go back and reread it. A piece of writing should be reread at least 5-6 times because there's always something that you're looking for. You shouldn't say, oh yeah, this is my whole story. I'm going to be looking at editing and punctuation and conventions and making sure I have a lead and an introduction all at the same time because that's too overwhelming. But if I just say I'm going to focus on this one thing and I'm going to look for parts that I'm going to work on, that's going to be a lot easier to do when you're revising. So if I'm looking for drama, I'm going to look for a part in my story that I can add on to. Okay? And I'm going to give you guys some strategies that can help you be successful by including drama. So the first thing is, find parts where your character would actually say something or do something, okay? So go back to your story, and if you're seeing a verb or if you're seeing the words like this person said, ask yourself, what was exactly said? What was exactly done? What did you hear? How are you feeling? What was your reaction, okay? Act out what happened. Even if it was something that happened 3 months ago, you can still act it out. That's what really good actors and actresses do, is that they actually, before shooting that film or that scene, they'll actually act it out with someone else. Because again, by acting it out, you're really starting to remember some of those small details. You're bringing that story to life. You're adding that drama. You're adding that reaction. Another one is imagine what happened. Close your eyes and really think about, what time of day it was, what was said, what was your feelings, what was going on around you. And the last strategy is rewrite to tell exactly what happened. So if you guys have a draft and you're thinking about this part and you wrote something down, but after, acting it out or after imagining it, you might cross out a whole part and you might rewrite it. But that's exactly what you should do. You should get rid of those parts that if they're not specific enough, if they don't have enough reactions, if they don't have enough of the details. And you want to make sure that you're telling the story exactly how it happened. All right, goodbye.